So now we are tier 7, now is our time to train. So as you've seen from the past couple of episodes, my combat stats are nothing to shout about. We are very, very weak. However, now we've got life steal, we've got pretty much full protection prayers as well. Now is the time to hammer the Abyss. The Abyss now is fully AFK. I don't have to pay any attention to the screen. So now I've got a sip of prayer potion, 250 prayer points. The prayer points don't move. I've got 16 times combat XP. I've got plenty of chins, which we've got from the Wilderness event. And we're going to collect an awful lot of medium clues. We're going to AFK an awful lot of combat XP. So I'm going to do range XP basically till I've finished the chins. And then I'm going to go and do the attacking strength, which will unlock things like God Wars 2. And then I've got a lot of ashes. I've got a lot of bones in the bank. We're going to then train prayer and then finish off with Seren crystals as well. So today is Sunday, which is going to be a massive day of AFKing combats to get our combats up. If I've got any more time where I've got a bit of free time as well, I'll go and collect some more seeds because I want to make sure that we've got enough seeds to go and spam another Croas hour if we have that, because that's basically how I'm going to sort of bump up rune crafting for the time being while I'm still doing other things. But Master Farmers is pretty much fully AFK with the Ectoskeleton outfit as well as the Thieving Cape. So yeah, we're pretty much getting there. So I'm going to go and spend a couple of hours here. I'll update you guys in a while. It's not going to be like, oh, we've got 75, 76, 77. I'll pretty much come back when the chins are done. So in the meantime, I'm going to be hammering away, pretty much completing the series in terms of editing. That is today's task, is just to go through and hammer all the videos out and catch up to real time. So hopefully by the time you're watching this, we've caught up on videos and we're sort of realistic to the time we're recording, but we shall see. So I guess I'm going to get my headphones on and get on the grind of some Premiere Pro. But I'll see you guys a little later on. I'm hoping these chins will get us quite comfortably into the 90s, but we'll see in a little bit. So we have been here probably for about 3 hours now, but we have done level 71 range all the way up to level 99 in one stint. Now, I logged off because AFK too hard, which is why we've not got it all, but we have been here all for one stint. Used probably about 500-600 chins, which is really nice really, because it means I've still got like another 6 mil XP left worth of chins, and I actually threw probably about 2 defense levels as well, so not too bad at all. But there is our first combat 99, not necromancy, but it was range. The good thing is we have now got quite a bit more charms. So what my plan is that I think for the vast majority of my next couple of summoning levels, I'm going to do green charms. But to do that, I need to get bananas to be able to do fruit bats. So I have quite a lot of ashes and quite a lot of bones in the bank from Wilderness events. So what I think I'm going to do is go to the Chaos Altar in the Wilderness, which is slightly north of Fort Renfrew, go and use all my ashes and bones on the altar, and it has quite a lot of basic bones spawn around the altar, and every time I need to go and bank, I'll simply collect an info worth of bones, and then I can go and bank, get the ashes back out, and then run back into, put them back on the altar, and then basically repeat. And I'm hoping that will give me enough sort of like bones to transform into bananas to then give us a couple of summoning levels. So this is pretty much how I plan to do mage as well. I'm going to do mage here and probably attacking strength if I'm honest. It's a really good combination of helping me to farm medium clues, which nearly 220 clues from 99 range really isn't that bad. And it also gives me charms. Fetid zombies are very, very good for the AFK-ness, but the lack of charms I think will hurt me in the long run. And the only reason I'm doing this is just to give myself some AFK time. Like, there's plenty of other stuff I can do for AFK, which I'll probably like hop between the skills over the next coming week or so and just tick them off. But because we're getting so many combat levels, we are going to fly up on the total levels. And the mini goal at the minute is to get like everything out of the way of runecrafting. So when we have a next stint of seeds in a Croas hour, we're going to spam our runecrafting level up. But now we're 99, we can go to wars because there's a few things I need to do. One is troll invasion. Troll invasion I need to do because it's nearly the end of the month. But before I do troll invasion, because it's going to go on agility, because I still think agility is more annoying to train than actually training runecrafting. Runecrafting, I could just go in AFK and runespan. I'm just trying to avoid it more than anything. But again, it's nice in AFK. The XP will be quick. It won't be that bad. So I'm going to go to RD really quick because I need to go and use my penguin points. And then once I've used my penguin points, I'll then do troll invasion onto agility and see where we can get. So we are back. And this has actually been a few days since we recorded the last clip. Basically, I tried to record the clip yesterday, updating what I've done over the past 2 days, and the clip corrupted. So Instead, we're just going to have to do a little bit of a breakdown what we've done over the past 3 days. So there's been a lot of editing, a lot of videos being pumped out, especially over the weekend. And I've just been doing a little bit of AFK. So while I've been editing, my AFK of choice at the minute is archaeology, because ancient invention will really help sort of perking all my armors out. So I need to go and get that unlocked. But archaeology is heavily AFK and really sort of a nice one where I don't have to pay attention to, and we can also gain some secondaries for herblore. So the archaeology soil is used with Aventos to create archaeology potions. It's a pretty decent level and kind of makes the best use of Aventos, apart from when I can get to extreme attacks, which I'm hoping I've got enough soil now to get to extreme attacks. I have got 3 books, and if you've done these already, you know how busted these are for XP. These 3 books are going to get me over 1 mil XP. So we've just jumped up 88 archaeology, and I've not even done any of the artifacts we've just got in harvested. So that's unlocked a lot of different things. At the minute, in terms of what we're doing in terms of collections and stuff, I'm just trying to focus on doing full sets. So at the minute, I've just been doing Cenestine. I've done half the Cenestine collection up until when you can sort of hand them in for a collection. So I'll continue to do that and then start working through some other stuff. But the main point of the past day or so was to get some soil for Avento potions. So hopefully that'll get me another couple of herb levels and get us towards sort of 88. As soon as we can do extremes, I think that it will be decent for like our XP and stuff. But yeah, so overall, let's go through all the stats. What have we been doing and what have we got over the past couple of days? So mining is now 101. This has been a combination of 2 things. One, we've been making sure to hit the stars and also the rocks near the south rune mine. Doing those for the Wilderness event, massive XP bump, really good. But also, we need to get 99 smithing. And to do that, I need to camp Elder Rune. So we're up to about 500 Elder Rune bars at the minute. I'm going to just keep going and just hammer that out. And then when I need a big sort of day away from the keyboard, I can pretty much just set myself up to smith and then just smith all day while I'm like painting, while I'm doing stuff around the house. And that's just a nice pure AFK. So probably got another day or 2 worth of Elder Rune mining to get done, and then I can sort of like just pay attention or not pay attention. Cooking, we have been farming our grapevine seeds. Now, if you've got the Colomancer's chest from the first bit of Barrow's gloves, by all means buy the grapes from there. But I had so many grapevine seeds from doing mass farmers, I've just been spam farming them and then turning them into wines. 89 cooking, very quick, we'll get that very quick. 93 fire making and wood cutting. This has been from the evil bloodwood tree. Although I do actually have 99 fire making banked with sharp shell shards. They are very good XP. And I think it could be a very valid 120 cape or whatever we want to do in terms of points. Fire making is very easy and very AFK, so that's very good. Farming 105, this has come from bloodwood trees, it's come from spamming herbs in Kurosawa, it's been coming from literally every angle, but 105 farming, very nice. And 82 summoning to kind of get summoning out of the way of my lowest level. So I'm trying to focus all my butterflies on rune crafting for the time being. So to get summoning out of the way and a lot of my other stats out of the way, I leveled them up. So 82 is pretty nice. We're still racking charms up and stuff. And we'll do a big stint of summoning. And when I can get access to some decent secondaries, that's a bit of a problem with summoning in a minute. It's trying to get those secondaries in place. Agility is 82. We've done our trolls, our penguins, all our monthly sort of stuff. So that is very nice. Herblore, we're now up to 82. Again, we're working on that. We're trying to find the secondaries to do it. And I do it in the Cruis bank. Because then what I can do is pickpocket, Melier, and Cruis elves. And then when I'm on cooldown, that's when I'm doing my herbs. The reason I'm doing that is because Cruis will give me U-logs to then turn into planks to then upgrade Fort for Infantry and train construction AFK. And Melier gives me Blue Dragon Scale Dust, it gives me Snake Grass, it gives me Bird's Nest, which will help me train herb. So those are the ones I'm pickpocketing just because they're the ones which benefit me the most and the ones which contribute most to the account. 99 Thieving, that's done, that's finished. We are now sort of fletching a lot more. The Void Knight Outpost sells you 10 rune arrowheads instead of a normal 5. But what I'm doing, because it sells them in 30, is doing Addy. You lose 600 XP per sort of fletch, but the minute it's that quick, it's not going to be too much longer anyway. 90 Slayer, which we got from a Wilderness event. Didn't realise that the Greatest Demons actually give you a Slayer lamp, but should have been doing that way earlier as well. But because of that, we are now 90. 90 unlocks some real big tasks. So we've got Dark Beast, Viable Blooms, and also Dinosaurs. So we'll get onto them at some point. 82 Hunter, pretty nice. Again, I've just got this from doing the butterflies. Got some Hunter Brawler gloves and also got 3 magic ones as well, which is a little annoying, but So I'll be using those on the whirly gigs a little later on, and then hopefully getting a shed load of XP from that. 90 div. I did some dungeoneering divination, which is incredible XP. So yeah, that was really good. 93 necromancy again from combat lamps. 77 dungeoneering, but we have done all of the floors between like 1 and 36. We've run C1, so I'm just going to do my last couple resets, and then dungeoneering should hopefully be pretty free then. 81 construction, just again to get it out of the way of runecrafting. 86 mage, combat lamps, just doing random bits of magic. 81 prayer, and you've seen me get the other combat stats as well. I have been training my melee sit hellhounds, and I got something like 200 hard clues in an hour and 15 minutes. So if you are looking to do clues for your clue relic, that is definitely one to get because it is pretty insane. But that is currently where we are. In terms of what we're doing, not really points farming at the minute. I'm not really like actively chasing points. I'm working more on getting my stats up, because what I thought is that in the stats, you've got quite an easy like 5,000 points just by getting things to like level 99, which with a 16 times multiplier, I may as well, it's the best time for me to do it really. So I'm doing that, and then hopefully when I've got a bit more free time towards the weekend, or if I'm sort of like going to write the day off and play for the rest of the day, we've got to hammer dig sites and necromancy quests, and then we need to go and do God Wars, God Wars 2, and then sort of move into that later gameplay, which I think very soon we're going to wrap up the leagues videos, and I'm going to concentrate a bit more on the main game. But what we'll be doing as a sort of check-in on leagues is when we are doing that big stuff. I think these videos are going to continue till we're maxed, and as soon as we're maxed, it'll be once, twice a week, just to update you on any big things we decide to do with PVM, or also just chasing that dragon trophy. So yeah, that's pretty much catching you guys up. Again, I know that's been pretty much a big blast, but what we'll do is just hop over a couple of things, do a couple of tasks, do a couple of things as well, and get chasing the XP. But we're going to end the video there. So a pretty big sort of first episode into the tier 7 life. Big combat XP, big plans going forward, and yes, we're going to go and hunt out as many points and tasks as possible. The actual amount of content I've got planned means that we can keep this going a bit more regular than what I first thought, because there's still quite a lot for us to do, like God Wars. There's going to be some more push for the Max Cape. I think Max Cape is going to be a really big bit of content, and I think with the 16 times multiplier, that'll be really accelerated as well. So hopefully not too long. There's still plenty of content to do, if you get what I mean. Not only that, we can go and start doing things like God Wars 2, we need to do a Fire Cape, we need to do Zuck, we need to go to Ryziel. There's so much of the late game stuff we can now do. Yes, they might be a little bit more distant than normal, but I'll try and find different things to pump out. But we are going to start having a little bit more focus on the main game as well. However, I want to thank you guys so much for following, watching the videos, liking the videos, subscribing. It really does help me out, so thank you guys so much for all the help with the channel. If there's anything you want to see in terms of future video or anything else, make sure to pop it down in those comment sections below, and I'll always try my best to reply to you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.